Chris Brown and Rihanna's physical abuse situation has been heard around the world, and now it's rumored that they are back together. This doesn't really send a good message to any teenagers, especially those in abusive relationships. Abuse shouldn't be tolerated, and people in abusive relationships should seek help. There are ways to get out, and people who want to help you live happier lives. Kennedy, how do you feel about the situation with Chris Brown and Rihanna?
Well, like you said, I feel that, abusive relationships, they shouldn't be tolerated, because there are no reasons to put your hand on, especially on the person you're, involved in a relationship with, because that, like you said, that doesn't send a good message.
No, it doesn't. And the fact that they're back together and it's all over all the magazine covers.
Honestly, if it were me in that relationship, then I wouldn't get back together with him, because, you never know, it could happen again. Because actually, most of the time, when, especially males, when they are abusive to their female, partner, then they often resort to doing it again, and that's something certainly not.
It probably will happen again, and that's the sad part about it. And they're both kind of ruining their careers in a way.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't look up to, or you can't idolize Chris Brown if he's doing that to Rihanna.
Yeah.
And girls can't look up to Rihanna if she's going back with him.
That's very true. And this is an issue that has been going on unnoticed, because people before Chris and Rihanna, they have been abused, but it has been unnoticed. A lot of teenagers especially need to be aware of this situation.
In a way, it's a good situation to bring to light, but it would be much nicer if she would not get back together with him and set a good example for everybody else who struggles with this situation.
Yeah. I remember the first day I heard, because I used to idolize Chris Brown, and, I used to even call myself Kennedy Brown and everything. But then when I heard of this, at first I couldn't believe it, and it still hasn't really registered. But now
it doesn't seem like it's real. It's something that's actually happened.
Even though we don't know these people personally, it seems like, he's so innocent. Why would he do something like this? But it's something that does happen in real life. Unfortunately, people do this, and it needs to come to a halt.
And there's so many people that want to help, too. You just have to talk to your family and get out of the situation. There's ways out, and there are people who will help you. Everybody has somebody that cares about them.
And for most people who actually are involved in abusive relationships, they feel like they need to hide it from other people, otherwise it's going to happen again. And in some relationships, that is true, but either way, you should tell somebody you're very close with. That way you can get help right away.